Everybody, and today we're checking out Bodycam official road to locked and loaded dev diary. I will put a link down below to the original video. This has been put out by IGN, but because it's like a dev diary, I'm pretty sure it's gone to like multiple gaming channels, but we're specifically watching it on IGN. I don't think it really matters, but I'll leave a link down below. Before we get started though, as always, check out Chug. 10% off, link down below. For the best drinking vessel in the world. So I went to a Renaissance fair in Texas, which was sick, by the way. Really love Renaissance fairs. Anyway, everyone was using tankers that were like sold there, very expensive, the ones at the Renaissance fair. And they were all just made of wood, like completely of wood, which if you know anything about woodwork, after a little while, if you've constantly putting your beverage in there, especially when it's not just water, because I ain't putting water in this. I'm putting my beer in this or my morale in this. Anyway, with this, you don't have to worry about that because the inside comes out and you can put it in your dishwasher. Great bit of kit. You get free customization with your initials. You get a free bag so you can protect it when you go traveling. And it's 10% off and it ships to America. And they are selling like crazy and they're handmade. So go get one while you can. Chug. Link down below. Also, check out my business, Morale. We're going to a festival in a couple of weeks. We're going to be selling there. It's very, very exciting. Camera, focus on me. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. It's very exciting because I love seeing people's reactions when they actually taste it in person and how amazing it actually is. But yeah, if you're in the UK, you can buy some Morale still. Link down below for that. Other than that, let's pull this up. Let's watch this. I'm ready for it. I'm excited for this. I'm excited. It looks so real, doesn't it? Good God. It looks so real.
Welcome, everyone. Today,
oh my God. A look at trench warfare as well. This legit looks like I'm watching footage in Ukraine.
Welcome, everyone. Today,
oh my God.
We're taking a look at part of what we've been building for our next update. Locked and Loaded, releasing September 2nd. And what you're about to see is over a year's worth of work.
It legit looks like it's in Ukraine.
We'll focus on animations, loadouts, UI, and gadgets. So let's get right into
Drone warfare. It's got an RPG round on the bottom. So is this out now? Or is this not out and this is an update? I'm not too sure. Either way, I think we should be playing it on the channel, shouldn't we? Wow. Drone warfare in trenches.
So most FPS games play animations the exact same way. Same reload, same timing, and it makes the same result no matter what's happening.
Yeah.
But in real life, it just doesn't work like that.
All right.
We asked ourselves a very simple question. What would your body actually feel in that situation?
Yeah.
If you're calm, everything is under control. Your breathing is steady and your hands are really stable.
Yeah.
But when things go wrong, when you're getting shot at, when you're injured, when you're just simply trying to stay alive.
Holy shit.
Wait,
let me make sure I've got this on like the highest resolution possible.
Hands, they start to shake. All of these elements together are here to make you feel the pressure your character is really going through.
This looks like pure chaos. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Directly affects how you reload. Reloading under pressure is completely different from reloading when you're safe. So we built two entirely different states, calm and stressed. Same weapon.
Oh my God.
And we didn't stop there. Inside of each state, we created multiple variations. Several calm reloads, several stressed reloads, different timings, different movements. So it never feels repetitive.
Oh my God.
And this philosophy doesn't only apply to magazine reloads. It applies to every single weapon. Take a shotgun. Even something as simple as inserting a shell has multiple calm variations.
Wow.
Under pressure, those same movements become rushed with less precision and less control. The same goes for bolt-action rifles. Loading individual rounds.
The attention to detail is fantastic. Because it is true, no matter how much training you do, sometimes when you're under pressure, you're going to fumble a little bit. It's just the way that our bodies work with adrenaline, unfortunately.
Also has multiple calm variations, but again, under stress, your character can struggle with a round or fumble it before loading it. Even operating the bolt itself has several calm variations. Under pressure, your hand can slip on the bolt, you lose your grip, grab it again, and finally chamber the next round.
Oh my god!
The more stressed you are, the more your weapon will reflect that.
What?
The revolver presented us with a very different challenge. Most games handle it the same way. Press reload, dump every round, insert a speed loader, and you're done.
Yeah.
One animation, no matter how many rounds you fired. So we decided to do it differently. Every possible reload has its own animation. Fire one shot, you replace one round. Fire three.
Attention to
You replace
detail.
3. Empty the cylinder, and you're reloading all 8 rounds. Every single sequence
That's
has
really
its own timing,
impressive.
its own movements, and its own duration. Because that's how a real revolver works. But it also changes the way you play. Because now for the first time, reloading a revolver isn't the same decision all the time. Replacing 1 round is much faster than replacing 8.
Yeah.
So now, you better think before you reload. Every animation starts with a reference.
So I'm presuming this is a small indie team. 1 second. It's a small indie team, right? Like, how are they able to do stuff like this, and yet the big major ones are never able to do it? Okay, so it's out now. You can actually play it now, which is sick. It's available to be played now. I might have to get this and give it a try. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments.
First, our creative director Leo records the movement in real life. That reference is then sent to Tap Brandon, who then recreates the motion and brings it to life through animation. And finally, the in-game result. This has taken weeks worth of work, sometimes more than a month for one single weapon.
Wow.
And even with all of that, we've added procedural positioning. Your weapon is never held exactly the same way, slightly higher, slightly lower, slightly off center. Every reload feels
The thing is, it's small companies like this that make crazy innovations in gameplay, and then it leaks into other big major games, right? Like Battlefield and Call of Duty. They'll eventually, 1 or 2 years down the line, will be doing similar stuff to this. Just make it even worse. These are the companies that are really innovating.
Since the very beginning of Bodycam, and even before Bodycam existed, we've been obsessed with ragdolls. They've been one of the most advanced systems in the project and one of the most appreciated by the community. But despite everything we had built, we felt something was still missing. So for years, we experimented with different approaches, and most of them failed time and time again. And that's because balancing a body in real time is one of the most difficult challenges in procedural physics. The terrain, the slope, the velocity, the impact, the damage, and the location of every bullet landing on the player matters. And after years of research and development, we finally found a solution. The stumbling system.
What?
A fully procedural self-balancing system with no animations, no scripted sequences, and the character dynamically tries to stay on his feet before collapsing.
Oh my
It only happens
god.
in situations where the body could still realistically react, like after non-lethal gunshots, shrapnel impacts, knife wounds, or any trauma severe enough to affect the balance, but not severe enough to instantly incapacitate. Among all the
What the actual fuck? This is going to be one of the most insane looking games ever made. It's so impressive, the attention to detail, that it literally looks real.
technologies we've developed for Bodycam, this is probably the one we're most proud of. Because in a game filled with complex systems, the hardest thing we ever built was teaching a character how to put one foot in front of the other.
Wow.
Realism in Bodycam goes beyond animations.
I
It's
really
also
want to
about
play
how your
this.
body exists inside of the game. In most FPS games, your arms are locked and rigged straight to the camera. So no matter where you look, everything follows. It's like your body just doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
So we wanted to create something closer to real life. So we built what we call the true body system. Your body is fully simulated and your camera is no longer driving it. It's just your point of view, so that means you can look anywhere while your character keeps doing the action. And this changes gameplay entirely, because now, if you want to check your magazine, you actually have to look at
That footage there when it's showing like the tree line in the mud with the trenches and the drones at the start. Wow. Like if you've been watching this channel and the amount of footage we watch in Ukraine, analyzing it, breaking it down, talking about it, it is like 1 for 1. Like it's almost insane how real that looks. It does make me wonder where this company is from. Let me see, because I think I saw a Ukrainian badge earlier. Reset Studio? Getting about me or anything like that. Bodycam's first tactical multiplayer. Oh, that's just about the game. Is it telling us about... Can we get like... Let me see if I can Google the studio. Pull this up real quick. This is their website, I think. It just says stuff about the game. I don't know whether it's going to say anything about the studio itself or where it's located. Contact us, maybe. No. It doesn't say where they're from. News, maybe? No, it goes straight to the community page. Social media. Let's see here. Let's have a look at their Instagram. Again, it doesn't say where they're located. It does make me wonder if they're in Eastern Europe somewhere, or they're just generally, you know, following the footage online like we do. There might just be... This is the thing, right? You've got two different types of game developers here, right? You've got military lads who have got previous experience and they're making games about the military because all this stuff, maybe they weren't in the military, but they're in that world, that sphere. And then you just got generic game developers that play FPS games and they're in it to just develop games. I have a feeling that it showed that developer doing the animation earlier on in his house. It goes to show that these people know their way around a weapon, and you know, I want to know more about this team.
at it. And if you don't, well, you'll simply miss it. A big part of immersion comes from the fine, small details. So we studied real body cam footage based on how the camera moves when you walk, run, or suddenly change direction. We took these ideas and we rebuilt our entire camera system around it so it feels entirely physical.
Wow.
Because in Bodycam, the camera is not just your point of view, it's a real object attached to your character. So when you respawn, your character turns it on.
Wow.
And when you leave, he turns it off. And during gameplay, like heavy impacts, sudden movements, or intense situations, your character can naturally readjust the camera to make sure it keeps recording properly. When a flashbang goes off or an explosion happens nearby, your character instinctively protects his face. And that same exact logic applies to the weapon. Your hands are never completely still, so after firing, your character readjusts his grip. The more unstable the weapon is, the more adjustments happen. And under extreme stress, after long firing sequences, these small adjustments can turn into real hand fatigue. And that same idea extends to your weapon setup, because stability depends on your loadout.
These have to have some experience. They've got skin in the game. Like, literally, they must have. Because these are the ideas that you think about when you've actually shot weapons. This is why stuff like this probably doesn't get implemented in Battlefield or Call of Duty and stuff like that. It's because maybe a lot of the people making them games aren't actually former military or just generically are involved in that world. if you've been in the military, you're well aware about fatigue and the way that it affects your fire position and all this other stuff. This is revolutionary.
And that's where weapon customization comes in. You can now modify almost every single part of your weapon. I'm talking about barrels, stocks, grips, magazines. Some parts unlock others. You want a sight on your AK? You need a rail first, just like in real life. And every part affects how your weapon behaves. A compact weapon is fast, but harder to control. A heavier weapon is slower, but more stable. You can even change how you aim. Use your main sight, or switch to a secondary one on the side. Or aim completely without optics. One of the biggest dilemmas in first-person shooters is how to achieve magnification in weapon optics.
Yeah.
These days, almost every game relies on one of two techniques. The first and most common is simply by zooming the player's camera. It's fast and extremely performant, but it's not at all how optics work in the real world. The second one, mostly used in tactical shooters, is a picture-in-picture rendering. The game renders the entire world a second time from the optics point of view. This comes at a massive performance cost that can heavily reduce frame rate, make aiming feel much more rigid, and also cause bad quality optic view. That's why—
Are they going to turn around and be like, we literally put a put glass in that magnifies the visuals in front of you?
Bodycam originally didn't feature magnified scopes. Like many other studios, we believe that this performance trade-off was simply unavoidable. But Bodycam is built around realism, and we simply couldn't settle for a compromise. So after months of research, experimentation, and optimization, we finally found a solution. We found a way to extend Unreal Engine's rendering pipeline and create a new shading technique that delivers the realism of true picture-in-picture scopes at a massively reduced performance cost and crystal clear quality inside the lens. Combine all of that with the work of our new advanced optic shader, featuring realistic glass, reticle distortions, reflections, and dynamic lighting.
Wow!
Bodycam's optics are now closer than ever to their real-world counterparts. Again,
Wow!
pushing the limits of how realistic a game can truly be. And now, you're no longer stuck with random weapons. You can choose everything and create as many loadouts as you want, each one built exactly for your own play style. This update is also expanding Bodycam's arsenal, because alongside the new loadout system, we're introducing a wide range of new weapons. From the compact SG9X to the Viper.
Wow.
The R12 automatic shotgun. The Rivington 700 bolt-action sniper. The Draco.
Get me an SA-80 in there and I'm sold.
CR-75 pistol, and an expanded selection of grenade. And
Yes.
It's not just about weapons. You also have gadgets, like RC cars. They're fast, small. Use them to scout, distract, send them straight into your enemies. And now, drones. But no,
Look at that drone. That is like straight out from the front lines of Ukraine. RPG underneath it. Even the way the battery is, how it's kind of like taller. 3D printed gear on there. Wow.
not talking about arcadey drones you see in other FPS.
Even the wires. They're showing it in a trench right now.
Games, we wanted something real.
Oh my god. They're gonna give some lads some PTSD watching this. I'm telling you that right now. That's
So we
insane.
built two ways to control them. A casual mode, it's simple, accessible, and very efficient for newer players. And then we also built an FPV mode based on real-world physics with real movement and real control. If you've never flown a drone before, you can now learn. But if you've already flown one in real life, you can do the same exact thing here. Same movement, same precision, same everything. If you're a real drone pilot, your team will need you on the battlefield. Because now
What? What are you talking about? Wow. Look, you can even customize the drones. Only for it to blow up.
drones are unpredictable. They're fast, dodge, they dive to come straight at you. You're no longer fighting a system, you're fighting a real pilot with killer intent. But we know some players might...
Look at that footage. That is unreal. I can't get over how real that looks. Just pausing it there like that, and then looking at some of the like just the way the trench is done, the way that the foliage is over it, and the tree line looking very like dystopian. We literally talk about this all the time on the channel. How the tree lines look so dystopian.
Think that drones are too fast, too small, and too hard to hit, but that's not the case. We built a very precise hitbox system, so they're actually very easy to destroy. One bullet, and it's gone. It all comes down to reaction time and who reacts first. And all of this happens inside of the game. No menus. We removed every single one of them. Everything is done directly on the tablet. You want to change your weapon and attachments? You open the tablet. You want to start a match? You open the tablet. Check the scoreboard. You open that sweet old tablet. Everything keeps happening around you in real time. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you got a glimpse of our vision and the work behind it. This is just one part of the update, and next week, I'll dive into our sound design. I'm talking about a full rework with gunshots.
Oh shit, I'm down. Oh yeah, bro.
Footsteps, and overall ambiance improvements.
The sound of the drone as well, zooming in.
Bodycam and the things they see and hear around it. So there's a whole lot more coming, and I'll be right here to tell you all about it. And until then, see you on the battlefield.
2nd of September. I'm going to be away in Scotland for the first week of September, but when I get back, we got to play this. It's the first comment. This PTSD simulator looks great. That drone footage is actually terrifying. Seriously. Wow. That is next level, isn't it? We've got to play it. We have to play that game. I remember watching Bodycam footage a while back and being like, oh, it looks pretty good. That update is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. It's funny, I'm recording this Sunday afternoon, and tonight, as of recording, I think this goes up Monday. So yesterday, for people watching, I'm going to be playing Modern Warfare 4 beta. And I'm probably going to play it a couple times. I think I'm going to be playing it live again on Wednesday, for those of you who know where. But just like the fact that I've watched that, and now I'm going, and I'm excited to play Modern Warfare 4, but I mean, come on. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, it's not even close, is it? I'll leave a link down below to let me know what you think. Should I play it? Let me know. Check out Chug. Check out Morale. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.